Hello there potatoes and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Easter eggs on Aquarium. First thing we have is this ship out here which kinda looks like it kinda looks like wet work from Call of Duty 4. Next thing we have over there, you see the coalescence facility, also from the campaign. And yeah, so that I'm not sure about that ship back there, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people say it could be a reference, and it may well be a reference to wet work. Next thing we're going to be looking at some 54 Mortals graffiti here, as well as you see a little nuke symbol there. Two just subtle little Easter eggs. A lot of this stuff is just really fine details. Some you may not class as Easter eggs. Next thing we have kind of a Mountain Dew kind of bottle. You see where I'm going there. It looks kind of like a Mountain Dew bottle. Heading inside, just some ice cream there. And here we have Dr. Monty's chocolate bar. As you know, Dr. Monty from Zombies, nice little reference. It's how you make like your stuff. Crispy salt and vinegar chips. Again, just little bits of detail. Some of these Easter eggs are not necessarily full-on amazing things, you know. So anyway, next thing. Okay, so in here we have these really hot jalapeno crisps. Like they look. I mean, imagine eating some of them. That's pretty cool. And the next thing, you have this little skull on the cigarette packet. I know it's probably to represent you die if you eat cigarettes, but it's still pretty cool detail. Then we have the lemon cookies. Yeah, but anyway, just little bits of detail. Sometimes these, not necessarily all Easter eggs. Then 54 Mortal, all references to the campaign. 54 Mortal graffiti. As you know, in the campaign when you're in Singapore, you have all this 54 Mortal stuff. Now I'm going to be heading into the building, and there's a couple of things in here. First thing, you can just see all the different, I think it's just cool, you can see all the different reptile things even if there's nothing in them. And the next thing is this over here. Now you may know Der Eisendrache means Iron Dragon, and that is one of the Zombies maps. Now this is a metal dragon, so I think this could be a reference to that, you know. It's not out of the question, you know, Treyarch do a lot of references like that, and I reckon that's what that is. Next up we have spray and pray paint. I'll let that one explain itself. And moving on, I'm going to be going outside now in just a minute. But these pieces of text, they're all really funny and sarcastic if you actually take the time to read them. Like it says lizards are really lazy and stuff and don't do anything. But if you read those little bits of information, you will actually find a lot of really funny things. Well, you know, you could just play the game like a normal person, but that's really not my style. Anyway. Moving on, we have a bit more 54 Mortal text here, like a full-on 54 Mortals, just to spell it out to you. You know, this is a big campaign reference. Moving on out here, just a fish there. And looking out here, what you'll be able to see is the Ferris wheel. That again connects in with campaign, and actually that's viewable on other maps. And the other thing over here is these power boats. Now you escape in one of these also in the campaign, so again another reference to campaign. Actually, a lot of these things, this here is hijacked, or a lot of people say this is the hijacked ship. I mean, it does look quite like it. I'm not 100% sure if that's what they were going for, but it looks quite like it. Much more 54 Immortal text there. You can see loads of 54 Immortal text. I'm pretty much taking over this place. And next up we have just this kind of funny number plate. It says SBA and then at the end says Jam. So I don't know if that means anything. I know Jam, you'd say like basketball and stuff to do with that. I don't know if it's to do with basketball. Then there's just a map, just a cool detailed map of the whole aquarium map. Just very cool. Moving on to the next thing. You can see that car is just about to fall off the edge. And then bit more 54 more graffiti there. Moving on to the next Easter egg. Well, we're in here now, and you can see the jellyfish are actually still alive. Just a cool detail, you know, the jellyfish are still alive. And moving over here, you'll be able to see some fungus is literally growing inside. I mean, I know it's just cool detail, some of these things. Heading outside this Penguin Cafe. But you can be able to see in just a minute one of the penguins has been completely shot up, and it's kind of a funny thing. It's kind of grim, but you know it's funny. And again, 54 mortals. It looks like I've just completely destroyed that penguin. Just graffitied him. That one's even fallen over. Heading inside, you can see again another penguin. Been all shot up completely. Now these propane tanks, these are the same propane tanks as you use in Ghosts in Extinction mode, so that's kind of a little reference, I think. Moving on out. Now we're in, again, much more 54 mortal graffiti. Even on this big rock in the center, there's a huge 54. Just to note, just as a big reference. So as you head on out here, we're now going to be heading, this is pretty much a full circle of the map, and we're not going to be heading inside to the center of the map. So there's a couple more things inside here that are kind of Easter eggy referencey. Again, 54 mortals just decided to put their stuff on the door, and here we have like a gun, like an MP5. Might be a reference to like the Modern Warfare series. Not for sure on that one. And again, here we have some more spray and pry paint. Moving over, you can also see there's this thing called Splashback Shampoo. Again, just a funny name, you know. Nothing huge. Yeah, there is nothing huge in this map. And the other thing is soap. And soap, you know, it just says soap on its own. So I wonder if that's a reference to Modern Warfare again. Soap being a main character in that. So anyway, let's keep moving. Just another skull, 50 more models. If you notice the Raven, that was also a big part of the campaign in Black Ops 3. Here we have just a funny thing that shows shrimp. Or again, read all those. They say a lot of funny things. And yeah, that's mostly it, potatoes. That is all Easter eggs and little secrets I could find on this map. Just heading into the gift shop now, but there's not too much in here. A lot of those are just like little in-game details, which is what a lot of this series is going to be. I'm going to continue this. But potatoes, I hope you enjoyed this first one, and we'll be getting on to another Easter eggs video pretty soon. For the next map, I can't remember exactly what the next map is, but we'll be getting on to that soon. Anyway, potatoes, I hope you enjoyed. There's just some little Easter egg references and just a few details of the map. So thank you very much for watching, potatoes, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!